How to stay icy in tense situations. The art of being non-reactive. Because one thing you'll find out there as a man is you will often find yourself in very tense situations where there's conflict, where a guy might be getting angry at you and yelling at you and wanting to fight you, right? And it's easy to get intimidated, especially the guy's big and he's like, whoa, 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 right? And the thing you have to understand is you cannot let anybody, male or female, suck you into their reality, pull you out of your frame. Okay, you can't, because there's an old saying that actually my uncle used to tell me this when I was getting bullied in the 5th grade. I had a bully after me, and he told me, my parents were telling me, like, go to the teachers, go to the principal, but my uncle was telling me, you should hit that kid in the face as hard as you can. I was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And he was the one who was telling me, like, the kid who doesn't fight always goes home with a black eye. Okay, the kid who doesn't fight always goes home with a black eye. Now, am I telling you to fight? No, I'm not telling you to do that. Okay, but you're gonna face a lot of situations where things escalate, right? And they can quickly escalate to violence if you allow it to. And the way you allow it to is by backing down and showing fear. Okay, it's just like a bee stinging a person. Like, bees can smell fear, dogs can smell fear. Okay, and it's the same thing with humans, human behavior. And you'll have a lot of, not just men, but women, right? Especially with all this red pill content, like say you start espousing it as well as I do. You'll have a lot of women trying to attack you, both online and offline, right? They'll try to threaten you and intimidate you. Like, what? What did you say about women? What? Can you, everybody, quiet, listen to this guy. Listen what he's saying about women, right? And you see this circle, what? What is he saying about women, right? And then it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Right? And then you tend to go into your shell because you feel like you're being attacked, right? And you can't. You have to stay icy. This is a pickup artist term, by the way. As you guys know, I teach pickup. I'm one of the top 25 pickup artists in the world. Bet you didn't know that, but I am. I believe I'm in the top 10. I've said this before because I could run circles around those top guys easily. I see them out in LA all the time, and I constantly am running circles around them. But one of the biggest traits of a top pickup artist to really tell if a guy is skilled or not is to see how icy he is in these tense situations, to see how non-reactive he can remain. And this is why a lot of my students get blown away when they see me in field and I get shit tested. Like, there was this one time recently that I approached a girl, cute girl, right? And I had students watching me. I had like a group of 3 guys watching me. And it was on one of these nights where, because what I do when I take students out for boot camp is, to prove myself, I say, okay, to start off the night, I'm gonna do the first approach, but I'm not gonna choose the girl. You choose the girl that you want me to approach. I will approach her. Let me know which girl you want to approach. A lot of times I'm successful. I could get that girl to make out with me like that, right? Within 10 to 20 seconds, I could have that girl making out with me. Or I could physically escalate with that girl, but there are other times where I get blown out. That's fine, right? But a lot of times I'm successful. Right, but I let them choose a girl. So recently, one of my students like, oh, what about those 2 girls over there? They're like super cute. And they were like super cute girls. I'm like, okay, all right, cool, I'll do it. They were like 22, 24 years old. Right, I approached them. They turned out to be freaking feminists, man. They turned out to be feminists. And the chick, like, right away, oh, you working your little game on me? Oh, how cute. He's working his game on me. Is that a neg? She knew what a neg was. She was like, are you negging me, mister? She was totally mocking me, right? I just stayed icy. I just stayed non-reactive. I let her get it out of her system. I mean, I didn't leave the set. I didn't eject, right? I didn't eject from the set. I stayed in it, and I stayed icy to the point where she began to feel very stupid and very childish because I was standing there and I was being mature, and I was trying to have a conversation with her. Because normally, I'm pretty playful with a girl, right? I'm pretty playful, I'm pretty uppity. I'm there to bring positive emotions. But if the girl starts giving me like, not a shit test, because I don't mind shit tests. If she starts giving me like a toxic attitude, the playfulness stops. It stops. And then I enter father figure role. I enter disciplinarian role. I enter authority figure role. And I started giving her the, the look. Like, really? Really? So the girl started to calm down. And the more she started to calm down, the more her attitude and demeanor shifted. And really what the girl was doing, even though she's a feminist and she's been brainwashed to the core, as cute as she is, it's one big shit test. Okay, it's one big shit test because the reason why she did it so hard, she was mocking, because she's so used to guys backing down, right? Because bullies are looking for easy targets, right? They're looking for people that will back down, right? Even trolls on YouTube, they're looking for easy targets, people who will back down easy. They don't want tough targets. So like a bully on a playground, for example, like the big kid on the playground is not looking for another big kid to pick on. He's looking for the smallest, weakest kids who he knows won't fight back. Right? But once a person realizes, like, oh shit, I crossed the wrong person. There are boundaries here that I shouldn't cross, otherwise there's going to be consequences. That's when they knock it off. So with this particular set of girls that I approached, quickly, like, they knocked it off. And I kind of used their own reasoning behind them, and I said, hey, talk to me like a person. There's not one point where I came in here and I was impolite to you. You are being impolite to me. I do not deserve that as a human being. Right? I started like giving them that, like the SJW speech. I basically just used their own game on them, right? And I entered father figure, probably the father that they never had, right? Because a lot of these feministas grew up in single mother households. So immediately they shaped up and they knocked it off. And the girl was like, at one point she was like, I'm sorry for the way I acted. My name's Sarah. And I'm like, okay, fine. Now we can have a conversation. Matt. I was like that, like, Oscar performance. I was like, Matt. But I meant it, right? I mean, I just responded how I would normally respond if a child was doing that to me. I would enter authority figure role. So she shaped up, and I ended up sitting with them for a good, 45 minutes, right? And I palled around with them. They bought me a drink. I don't drink, so I was like, give me a Diet Coke. She got me a Diet Coke, and she was like, do you want anything else? We're going to get some food. Do you want to eat with us? It was insane, like this turnaround. Right, this turnaround. And that set was just a classic example of the power of staying non-reactive and icy and not getting pulled out of your frame and sucked into theirs. Because that's really what they want to do. That's what any bully wants to do, or anybody who uses bullying tactics. They want to pull you out of your frame and into theirs. And when they realize they can't pull you out of your frame, you're strong in your values and your beliefs, automatic respect. Automatic respect. They knock it off, okay? Because you have instant alpha cred at that point. I like to call it alpha cred. At that point, you have instant alpha cred. Like he just stood his ground. He didn't back down. This guy's the man. And for the rest of that night on, that chick was on. She was like down to do whatever I wanted. But you're gonna find yourself in a lot of tense situations, right? As I mentioned, I'm out in venues 4 to 5 times per week. A lot of times, like a fight will break out as I'm talking to a girl. It'll like break out like right behind me or right next to me. And the worst thing you could do is be like, oh shit, these guys are fighting. I don't do that. I don't even really acknowledge that they're fighting. A lot of times if like I feel pushing behind me because 2 guys are starting to push each other and fight, I'll just move the girl aside like this. I'll just like take her shoulder, and then now they're there. And then I just continue the conversation. And then the girl will even look like, oh, okay. Anyway, I'm from here. And it's just those little tiny details like that that tell the girl like, wow, this guy's freaking icy. He's like the boss. He's non-reactive, right? Because I don't respond to low value behavior. I do not allow myself to get sucked down to any type of negative or toxic or violent or angry behaviors like that. You might find yourself in the middle of like a road rage conflict. A guy might jump out of his car like, what's up? What's up? Starts knocking on your glass, like, hey. Instead of like freaking out, just stay icy, stay non-reactive, okay? Don't get sucked into his frame. I know I've talked about this before. I actually did a whole coaching video on this, how guys love to do this beta male stare down, right? Where you're just kind of looking around, especially at the gym, right? You might lock eyes with one guy, he locks eyes with you, and it's like, who's gonna be the first to look away? Who's gonna be the first? It's not me. Right, you get locked into this beta male stare down until one of you finally looks away. It's a different type of situation, but many times in those situations, I will like high five the guy. I'll say, oh, hey man, what's up? I'll be friendly. And then the guy like realizes he just got out alpha, because all of a sudden his demeanor changes to, oh, hey dude, what's up? I just was saying hi. You know, he realizes like how like low value he was acting, right? So it's a little trick I do when guys do the beta male stare down, especially in venues. But you have to stay icy and non-reactive, okay? Whenever there's a conflict, like a tense situation that you're in, don't freak out like a chick, okay? Because that's your estrogen responding to it. You have to allow your testosterone to respond, okay? Don't let your feminine side respond that way. Let your masculine side respond. Your masculine side is calm, it's calibrated, it's calculated, and it's non-reactive. Whereas your feminine side is emotional, it is uncontrollable, it is angry even, right? Because you see like how most women respond to things, their emotions are just all over the place, you know, or you see guys who identify more with their feminine side, they're the same way. They bust into these temper tantrums like they're 5 years old, or these emotional tirades like, ah, you know, where men don't act like that, okay? Men are very calm. That's what you get from masculinity. Masculinity is calm. It's not reactive like that, okay? Because little bitches are reactive. Those are the only guys who are reactive, are little bitches. Guys who like I said, you'll be in traffic, maybe there's some road rage. Guys jumps out. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Screw you, dude. What are you doing? You know, little bitch. It's little bitch behavior. That's a guy. It's a guy who can't control his emotions, can't control his anger, can't respond like a man. He doesn't have that ability to stay icy and non-reactive because he's lacking the testosterone to do it. He's lacking the masculinity to do it. And if you guys want to find out how to increase your testosterone levels naturally, just look here on my YouTube channel for previous videos I've done on increasing your testosterone levels naturally. Okay, because when you increase your testosterone levels, you will be able to just be icy and non-reactive by default. Little things, little bitch behavior like that won't bother you, from both men and women, okay? Because I get a lot of that, you know, online and offline. Obviously, when I'm out there approaching girls, I approach a random feminist, shit like that will happen. Or even a girl who wants to shit test me kind of hard. You just have to stay icy like that. And you'll find that by staying icy, you will avoid a lot of escalation, a lot of physical escalation where it escalates to violence, okay? It's been a while since I've been in an actual like fight, right? I'd say the last one was probably 2006. That was the last time I got into like a fight, and I think I posted a photo on Instagram too. You can see like little stitches on right here on my cheek, but you don't want to see the other guy. He had more than stitches on his face. I knocked out some teeth. He had like a bandage on his head. I knocked his ass to the ground. Yeah, it wasn't a very good situation. But that was last time, right? And even then, my game was not where it is now. Like even that situation I think back on, that easily could have been avoided if I didn't allow myself to get sucked into his frame and like just pound this guy, right? I mean, it felt good to pound him and teach him a lesson that way, but there were other ways to handle it where I could have avoided getting hurt myself. You know, I had to get stitches, right? I think sometimes like in the sun, I could still see the scar, and I didn't need to go there, even though he's got more scars than I do from that fight, but it wasn't necessary, right? It wasn't necessary. It's better to diffuse the situation. And the way that you diffuse the situation is by staying icy and non-reactive. Okay, don't let your emotions take control. Don't let, your fear or this person intimidating you suck you into their frame. Okay, because a lot of it is just barking. A lot of people are really just a lot of the people who are loud like this and trying to be intimidating and trying to bully, I'd say 99.9% of them overwhelmingly are just always standing on a house of cards, right? They're just standing on a house of cards. They're not who they're projecting themselves to be. These people are generally very weak, very insecure, have very low self-esteem, and it's very easy to out-alpha them and outsmart them simply by staying icy, in control of your emotions, and non-reactive. Don't feed into bad behavior from both men and women. Okay? Stay icy, stay non-reactive in these tense situations, and you'll see a big difference in how people respond to you and how much more respect people have for you. So until next time, this is Matt Cross from Alpha Male Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Too many of you guys are still not yet subscribed to my channel, so please make sure you subscribe. Helps me out a ton. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, and anytime I upload a brand new coaching video to YouTube, you'll be the first to be notified about it. You won't have to wait weeks and weeks to try to find it on YouTube somewhere. Instead, you will be notified as soon as I upload it, right? So you'll be the first to get it. So make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. And for you guys who want to support my work and my content even further, all this red pill knowledge I'm teaching guys, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. Okay, I'm hosting it on a private platform away from YouTube where you cannot access my premium content unless you are an active member of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel. And the first month is only $1, so it's only $1 for the entire first month of being a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male channel. And it's real simple to get access. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. All right, guys, here at the house, you guys bitching and complaining, you keep shooting in the Range Rover. But I'm at the house today. I've had to do this a few times and just kind of like show my house because like jackasses be like, he's shooting in this tiny little studio apartment in this room. No, I'm at my house, okay? It's my house, it's front of my house, this is my neighborhood. I've done this a number of times, but just showing it anyway, so you guys will shut the crap up. Right? All you haters, look at that. Look at my driveway. It's bigger than your tiny 1-bedroom apartment or your tiny studio. Especially you haters doing this response video. It's like he's making money off of his program. Yeah, I'm making a shit ton. That's right, I am. Because I'm adding that much value to my subscribers' lives. You don't get a place like this by scamming people. You get it by adding value to people's lives. I studied business in college, business marketing. Okay, I studied that at university. And one of the main lessons of business that I learned, and took me a while to learn through entrepreneurship, is the only way to get rich is to focus on adding value to people's lives. And not even to focus on the money, but focus on adding value to people's lives. And even with this red pill content I've been uploading lately, a lot of people, I'm part of an entrepreneurs group in Los Angeles. We've got 1,500 members. All of those members were like, dude, don't go there. Don't touch this red pill shit. Don't go there because you're a pickup coach. It will destroy your business. I don't know how many times these guys told me that. And you know what? I was like, I have to follow the principle that I know has worked over and over, which is adding value to my subscribers' lives, right? Because I know the more value I add to your life, the more stuff I teach you, the more people are going to follow me, right? And I took a huge risk of destroying my entire business. I have employees who work for me around the world, right? Took a massive risk that these people would not be able to feed their families. Every single person who works for me has a family, they have children, and I really put everybody at risk by uploading red pill content, right? But I took that risk because I knew that I needed to expose what I knew about women, what I knew about life. I needed to teach more of this stuff, and I took that risk. I didn't know what would happen, and so far it's paid off. Okay, but I got a lot of these haters like, oh, he meant to do this, he's brilliant, and it's like, I guess I'm brilliant, I don't know. Right? But it just worked out. I just follow adding value to my subscribers' lives. That's all I do. Am I selling a program behind it? Absolutely. Of course, I'd be a fool not to. You know who wanted me to create a program in the first place? It's you. I had so many people when I didn't even want to be on YouTube. I've told this story before. I never even wanted to be on YouTube. And guys kept hammering me like, get on YouTube, get on YouTube. And I'm like, nah, I don't really want to. And they're like, get on YouTube. I'm like, okay, fine, get on YouTube. You know, and it became successful. And even when I was on YouTube, I still didn't have a program. I was just uploading videos. And then they were like, can you just create a program of like dating advice and like, so put together something, I'll pay for it, I'll pay for it. And I had so many guys ask me, and it took me a while to finally go, okay, let me sit down and do this program, right? Because I hate having to sit and like write, but I sat down, I did all these programs because you guys kept asking me to do it, right? It's not like I created YouTube channels and like create these programs with nobody wanting them. You know, that's not how entrepreneurship works. You create an audience, you build an audience, then you ask them what they want. And basically that's what I did. I didn't even ask them. They were telling me what they wanted. They're like, create a dating program, create an alpha program. Oh, can you create like a monthly program? I'll pay for that. You know, I had so many guys asking for the same thing that I've just created it. Okay, now I've got more guys asking me to create entrepreneurial videos, business coaching videos. So now I'm gonna do that, right? I follow what my audience wants. That's all it is, you know? So all you morons like, it's a scam, you friggin' morons, right? There's a reason why I've been in business for over 2 decades, right? There's a reason why I have over 100,000 followers on YouTube. There's a reason why I have tens of thousands of successful students around the world. You don't get that far by being, it's a scam. Right? The only people yelling scam are the little bitches who didn't apply it. The little bitches who didn't have enough guts themselves to go out there and try themselves. Right? If you spent less time bitching and more time taking action, maybe you might get somewhere in life. Anyway, that's my end of coaching video rant. Until next time.